have the privilege of working with WebFOCUS at my company on a daily basis. What I like most about the technology is the fact that it provides a sophisticated, highly personalized analytical experience. The new WebFOCUS 938 is even better, expanding WebFOCUS Designer with robust custom formatting and advanced logic controls natively in a web browser. I am currently looking at Fintoso's sales portal with key visualizations where some of these functions are already embedded. With full control over calendars, I am now able to restrict dates to viable selections. For example, 6 months back in history up to today. The rest is grayed out. I can now select July 1st to July 31st and update the selections. Now, what you will also see is that the date can be displayed in multiple ways. In this particular example, a full month name with day and year. The sales portal is highlighted in my browser via a custom fave icon to quickly distinguish tabs from other applications and websites. I also have better control over slider selections and can enter exact range values manually. In the past, I lived with approximations, so it wasn't always the easiest to get to exact values that I wanted to slide into. So I can now simply add the values. Maybe I want to see the discounts from 1,000 to 2,000 in the screen, and the screen updates again. WebFOCUS has also added a significant amount of new functionality for tabular reports, and I will apply a few of these in a little while. To make adjustments to visualizations content with ease, I will open the individual visualizations. For example, the trend at the bottom requires reference lines to better visualize above and below target results. Besides changing my visualization type into other chart types, like the new polar chart that you see here, I can add reference lines. To add a reference line, I switch to the format, to the axis, to the y-axis. I select the reference line, I add reference line, and in my example, I can choose either a value or a field. I want to add my targets for 2022. Make 2022 green, label it target 2022, and I want to add my targets for 2026. This one should be set in blue, and I will call it target 2026, and maybe I needed to have it in dashed lines. Okay, I apply those. I save my changes, and I can make another change to the layout. Borders in reports. Fintoso has a very specific report layout with custom colors for report borders, and I will need to adjust those as well. So the style that we need to use for Fintoso is a border style of a solid style with 2 pixels, and the color our standard Fintoso colors of light blue. Apply to all, and I can save those changes. WebFOCUS, in addition to making changes to standard HTML output, can also now control the style of the output in active HTML. So in active HTML, we have a new menu that controls the output settings. The output settings can be for the menu options, where we allow the user to have particular functionality. The user to have the colors change to our corporate Fintoso colors, or change some of those advanced options as well. Now that I have created this, I will go back to my portal. I will refresh the portal and see how those adjustments were done. What I can now see, it's a nicely formatted and adhering to Fintoso's corporate standards layout. First of all, my reference lines, and then in my report, I now have our corporate style for color and borders. And even when you look at those borders in PDF output, they are nicely styled. That is really great. What we also can do now is we can work with expanded bookmark sharing functionality. Bookmarks, one of the functionalities in WebFOCUS, allows us to predefine selections and make them available for use on the next day and for other users. To make it available for other users, we simply download our bookmark, export it, and once it's exported, share it with our peers as a file that is made available.